Boom, viewers, subscribers, back again with these quick updates because trust, if it's not forwarded from King Mix Up, it's not credible. And few updates for y'all today. First, Bobby Shmurda and Skillibeng might do a collaboration. Yes, but before we get to that, people, me see a video I go run at Jamaica with some dog business. You see, one time we find bones of donkeys and thing, and now we're finding dead bodies of dogs. It looked like a dog graveyard. And honestly, people, I don't think it's the Chinese people doing it. I think it might be some Jamaicans or some Haitians because of this lockdown. So let's watch the video and go back to the review.
Look on that, man. Look there. Lone dog head. Lone dog head round on the corner here. Man, they might eat the dog, them look like, man. Look there. Look on dog skull and dog bone. Watch it. Watch that. I see nothing yet. A little bit. Wait till you reach up and see what I go on. A box of dog head. Look here. In the road. Watch it. Dog head. John know you out. Look like Jamaican star name dog, you know, brother. Hard. Watch it. Good dog head. Look there. Up on dog skull. Dog skull that, you know. D-O-G dog. Look there. Watch it. One crocus bag of dog skull. Two crocus bag of lone dog skull. Listen, man. Watch it. Look there. Lone dog skull. So right now some man buy some soup out the road. I go there get dog soup. And if I up a cane cook shop to go on. Curry dog. Yo, them thing ain't right, brother. Them thing are wrong. People them and look what them are dump on the people them farm. Look there. A farm, you know, the road there, and all of that gone down a farm, you want a sweet potato and pepper, all of them things they plant down this and watch on the front of the man them ground. A lone dog head. Do you know where we gone to after we not so overpopulated in our country yet? Dog head. Whole heap of dog soup around.
Okay, people, let's talk about this a little bit. The reason why I don't feel it's Chinese people is because Chinese people is eating everything on the body except for the bones. I mean, they might split the bones open and take out the marrow, but they're not leaving legs, tails, you know what I mean, dog back. You feel what I'm saying? They're just eating the heads and all of this shit and a bare scandal bag of things. So what I think this is, I think it's either people in the community that's eating dogs because, you know, there ain't no food, you know what I mean? People can't go a road and make a living or bake some food and things. So, you know, the only a stray dog in a Jamaica and, you know, they're going to be the first to go. You feel what I'm saying? Them easier to catch than goat and all of these things. So that's why I don't think it's the Chinese, because they want to waste so much dog like this. You know, it might be some Jamaicans who are hiding a yam dog and I store them one, you know. Dog head soup and all of these things, dog's tails, you know, and don't want the people them to see the body, so them hide it. And when it gets too much, them just go and dash it away, you know. Or it could be Haitians, because me hear a couple of Haitians get locked up the other day in a Jamaican. You don't know the thing said. Enough 80 people there, and like enough yard people there, 80 aside. Or if it's not that, someone on up on the road and yam dog patty and dog soup. You feel what I'm saying? But people put in the comment section, based off of the dog bodies you see, do you think this is Chinese people's work? You know what I mean? Or some Haitians or some hungry people because of this lockdown situation. Now, in the beginning of the video, I said Bobby Shmurda tell Skillibeng for link up, and here's where he said it. You know, he posted in his story and say, yo, at Skillibeng, at whatever, at Bobby Shmurda to call Skillibeng to link up. You see me, I say, and him say, Skillibeng, what a blood clot a go on. So, people, you don't know the thing said. The streets is talking, you know what I mean? The streets want to know how come Bobby hasn't dropped anything yet. Like his man Roddy, you know what I mean? But everybody is different, and we don't know the state of mind Bobby is in, you know. Nigga been away from his family for a long time and thing. You don't know the thing and thing, but it looked like he's ready to drop an album, to be honest with you, more than anything, because, you know, he's already established artist already, and, you know, his album is long overdue. So having an artist like Skillibeng on the album is a good thing, and it's a good thing to have Skillibeng on a track that you can release as a single, because you don't know the thing said. Everybody I got to Jamaica for collaborations, because we have the, we bring the vibes in the street and all of these things. You see me, I say, and Skillibeng is definitely the right artist to link up with, because the crocodile, you know what I mean? We see Drake, we see this rapper plays Skilly, you know what I mean? Skilly is blazing up the place right now, not just spliffs, you know what I mean? And Skilly definitely have that foreign style, that foreign trap style, you know? The way he does his metaphors and his simile and his punchlines and things. So I think this would be definitely a good look for Bobby Shmurda, but I don't know if Bobby can keep up with Skilly Panda, but it would be a good thing, you know. Not to compare the two, but yeah, people, it's definitely a good look. I think Bobby is looking to put on an album. You know what I mean? He's gonna probably have a couple features on it and all these shits, cause these rapper boys, they got hot off his name, for free. So we're probably gonna see Quave or one of them Migos upon it. But pick up yourself, Skillibeng, and if you haven't heard already, if Bobby haven't called you, or somebody must call Skilly. Tell him for link, Bobby, is in me. Yeah, so let's proceed with the updates. Now, whenever the head of the family dies, it's always troublesome. But even so troublesome when you don't really know how the finances go, as you can see right there, some of what we're going to be talking about, because we all know that the great Bunny from the Wailers, yes, the Wailers, which included Bob and Tosh, passed away, and it's just crazy, because I know people right now. The son I said, the hospital bill have to be paid in full. The hospital don't want a partial payment plan and this, that, and this, because people in the past no pay them bills and this, that, and the third. You know how I go with the hospital people. So, and he's gonna talk about contracts with VP that they want him to sign and all of these things. So, I'm gonna read a little article for because he said enough is enough. He's reaching his breaking point. And remember, his mother, Bunny Wailer wife, is still missing people. And he got a 13-year-old daughter. Bunny got that he's taking. Bunny take care of Bunny kids. So, but him said Bunny Wailer kids them not go walk in the shame, because it look like it's some humiliation thing I want, So he says, following some of the financial affairs of Bunny Wailer being exposed in the public sphere, his son and co-executive of his estate, Abijah Livingston, is seeking to separate the fact from fiction. He blasted what he said seems to be a calculated plot with the looming importance of burying my father and avoiding public humiliation. He declared, however, that the children of the Most High can never walk in shame. You see me, I say. He says enough is enough. He posted to social media. He revealed the exact figures relating to his father's earnings in 2020. And provided more clarification regarding the narrative surrounding my father, the Honorable Neville O'Reilly Livingston, and the state of his affairs concerning his medical bills, and funeral. Livingston also took time to point out that since his father's passing, he and his older siblings have accepted the responsibility of caring for their younger sisters, and last of whom is 13, and mentioned also that they have made attempts to get payment plan from the outstanding hospital bill. He said during his difficult period of time, I am extremely grateful that my siblings and I are united. The fact that my older siblings and I have stepped up the responsibility of supporting our younger sisters, including our 13-year-old daughter, honors the spirit of Jabi as hardworking individuals responsible for our own families. We have tried to establish a payment plan with medical associates, but they are demanding full payment due to their history of patients not clearing up their accounts. It doesn't feel right to owe this institution. I truly appreciate the top-class service of their staff, especially now that I know funds are available. These funds refer to Bunny Wailer's earnings for 2020 from Zone Exchange, which is a non-profit collective rights management company described as the sole organization designated by the U.S. Congress to collect and distribute digital performance royalties for sound recording. And Bunny 2020 tax return from Zone Exchange Inc. reveals that his gross annual income was $203,000 US. We're talking equivalent to 25 million. This is the total from the monthly deposit and represents the income from just one of his several royalty distributors. When we discovered this information, we were shocked it it did not reflect the narrative being told to us, he said. And the depositives to the account, he said he and his siblings contacted Stone Exchange Inc. March 25th and were informed that the deposit for 2021, which included 10,000 odd on February 26th and 30,000 odd on March 25th. Then he said he was made to the same account to which the company has always deposited funds. In total, can cover my father's 35,000 medical bill. Okay, so Bunny Wailer's medical bill is 35,000. So yeah, that can cover. Livingston also touched on the subject of a record deal with VP Records. My siblings and I are not against any deal with VP Records. However, with the responsibility that my father has entrusted me as executor, I cannot blindly sign any agreement concerning his intellectual property without reviewing the details of the contract, especially knowing how protective my father was of his works, he explained, adding that he has not received a copy of the contract for review, and neither has his lawyer. Why, VP? He mentioned his father's former manager, Maxine Stowe, whose team had earlier revealed the exact figure of one of his father's medical bill and pointed out that the bills have also been unpaid from July-October 20th. Stowe's attorney, Roger Gordon, said, "Do not wish to comment on anything involving Bunny Wailer's estate." He added, "I met Jabi in 2009 and 2010 when he came to my chambers. I also consulted on matters to do intellectual property. Jabi has been unwell following a stroke and residential impairment, which necessitate whatever the treatment locally and internationally, but I am not in a position to speak on costs. Ms. Stowe is close to Jabi and has conducted business for him. There are a lot of things being aired in the public that are private matters, so I'll leave it like that," Gordon said. He chided persons for what he called a lack of reference, which has permitted the situation. Abijah, who is also a singer, stated, "We are calling on the Jamaican authorities to assist us in resolving this issue." Bunny Wailer passed away on March 2nd at the Medical Associates in Jamaica. So people, remember, tell me what you think about the Bobby Shmurda link in Skillibeng and the people them yamming the dog in other country, and the situation with Bunny Wailer and his sons. Like, the greatest thing is that the family is united, so the outsiders them can't forward it and try. But yeah, they said that they got issues with Maxine Stowe. So yeah, you know how to go, people. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because around here so you get the latest in our dancehall news, musical reviews, and gossips. Bless.